Yo, YouTube. What's going on with y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in again to another episode of We Got the Locks. Today, I'm Ru from Elite Line Sports, man. So check me out. I got y'all with another 3-game Same Game Parlay with 2 premium plays. I'm going to drop the premium play somewhere in the middle of this video, so stay tuned. We have a very high hit rate with with our premiums. So without further ado, that just goes to show y'all, man, y'all just gonna have to stay tuned and have to figure out what the premium plays are. But I got y'all today 3 same game parlays. A lot of games I'm trying to stay away from. A lot of blowouts lately, man. They've been kind of messing up our legs, so I kind of stayed away from the blowout game. So let's just see how that goes. So if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all like the video. It does help with the algorithm. I appreciate every single one of y'all support. And again, listen, sky's the limit. We're just gonna keep pushing, and let's see if we can put some money inside y'all pocket. If y'all do like to donate, that's up to y'all. Cash App is in the description below. So again, I do accept handouts, but it's not necessarily needed. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into this video. You dig? So first off, we got Jalen Duren, points and rebounds. We had the same leg with the Wizards, right, before. Unfortunately, there's some news for Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is going to be out for quite some time with a collapsed lung. So what more of a team to touch than Cade Cunningham, where he takes a lot of shots, his usage is high, so there's gonna have to be a lot of ball spreading around. So this is where I'm gonna touch the same game parlay. First up, I'm gonna like Jalen Duren. He was a premium for us yesterday. I think he had hit March 17th, no, 2 days ago, March 17th. I had points and rebounds because of literally their dead last 30 out of 30. Jalen Duren is 97% of having to hit his shots. 97% of his shots come from the paint, right? In the past couple of games, he's been killing that. I told y'all about Bam, Kristaps Porzingis. So I'm just gonna keep on nailing the centers that play against the Wizards because they are bad. And with Cade Cunningham, he is 3 for 3, having to hit his points and rebounds. Literally against the Pacers, the Pelicans, and the Nets. So look for Jalen Duren as a lock for 35.5. Next up, we got Dennis Jenkins, solid backup point guard. He's gonna flourish a lot here without Cade Cunningham. So if we're looking at points and rebounds, average difference looks very good. They're 3 over the limit. Similar players as Karis LeVert, Peyton II, Melton, and Pat Spencer and Bayless Shireman. So hey man, like I said, without Cade Cunningham, kind of expect for him to step it up. Without Cade Cunningham, he's a plus 15 on his PRAs. So meaning that when Cade Cunningham is not in the game, Dennis Jenkins get a plus 15 to his PRA. So whatever his line is, he gets a plus 15 boost, which means he does very more than what he's capable of having to handle. And he's going to be the primary ball handler too. So Dennis Jenkins over PRA. His PRA before was 22.5. It's at 23.5 now. I don't think that's going to move the needle for me. I still like it as a leg. So that's our second leg. Third up, we got Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is more of the vet on the squad where he does kind of play that medium. He shoots threes. He midi, right? He knows how to set the tone. We're going to do rebounds and assists simply because he's been getting this pretty well with Cade Cunningham, right? In the lineup, right? In the lineup, he's 10 for 21, bro, right? Let's say without him, 2 for 2, 9 against the Pelicans, 10 against the Nets. Similar players look very good. They're just about getting it. 53% hit rate looks very good. And the Wizards are dead last, so kind of look for Tobias Harris to kind of handle some of the ball handling as well, not just leave it all to Dennis Jenkins. So I do like that a lot. So Tobias Harris over 7.5. If you do bet on DraftKings like I do, this as well. I'm not sure if they have it on FanDuel. Sometimes they do. But yeah. And then last but not least, I'm not touching no Wizard here. We're going to go Duncan Robinson over 11.5. Without Cade Cunningham, he gets an added plus 4 to 5 points on his points. So he literally gets around 16 points. So his line is at 11.5. I think they should move this. Similar players looks very good. Literally, there's 3 over the line. 67% hit rate, 10 out of 15 for similar players like Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson here is going to be a big focal point. He's going to take a lot more shots than needed because Cade Cunningham, that's 25 shots just spread out to the masses, man. So I think Duncan Robinson is going to chuck a lot of threes here and take a lot of points. And yeah, that's just what I think. If they have played against, he had 3 and 6 and 1 against his threes. If we're talking points, he had 13, 21, and 8. This was a blowout by 13, so that led to the starter sitting. So look for Duncan Robinson. Those are the 4 legs, man. They're all Detroit. Let's hit some today, bro. Then next up, we got Paolo Banchero against the Hornets. Hornets are pretty good. They're going to need Paolo Banchero for sure. Wendell Carter is ruled out. And they are on the road to Charlotte. PRA, I know some of y'all don't like touching Paolo Banchero. I ain't going to ask some of y'all. Ivy, some of y'all in the chat. I think my dog Max Payne, Ivy. Y'all, listen, Paolo has ruined us so many times. I get it. But sometimes you just can't stay away. But if y'all want to fade this, by all means. You know what I mean? So, Paolo Banchero, if we're talking pace, when he plays fast-paced teams, 11 out of 21. Slow-paced teams, 8 for 19. Literally, if we're talking splits, when he plays on road games, 5 for 9. When he plays home game, 3 for 10. So that goes to show you, literally, when he plays road games, he's a lot better at having to hit his PRA. Similar players looks very good. 47% tab it under 50. 1 to 2 over the line. Literally, Paolo Banchero looks very well. And another player I'm going to touch here is Brandon Miller under points. Points doesn't look too hot. I know that similar players looks very good. This one kind of had me on the fence for a little bit, but I kind of ran the numbers a little bit, and it just doesn't look too good. But let's just say the pace. They're number 16, right? That's what the Magic are. They're number 16 when he plays middle of the pack teams. 11 for 21 if we're talking closing lines, right? 57% out of the 19 games. What are they, home? When he's on the road, 6 for 11. Home, 5 for 8. I'm just not a big believer, man. It's just the past couple of games, Brandon Miller is not doing so well. Literally 26 and 16, I think. It's just, I don't know. I'm just not a firm believer in Brandon Miller scoring over 20 points. He's been struggling to score it. And this is a pretty good team that it's just, I don't know. It's just, I personally think Brandon Miller hits the under. Magic are undermanned, and it could be a blowout. But I do think Paolo Banchero does more the bulk carrying, and Brandon Miller can happen to just literally just stop shooting and just let everyone else shoot. Because Miles Bridges is back. Kobe White's taking a whole bunch of shots. Like, he's been hitting his past points. Miles Bridges has been shooting 26, 22. Like, literally, they've been shooting pretty well. LaMelo Ball, 30. You feel me? Calm, Kneppel. So there's really no need for Brandon Miller to go off and get his 20 points. So those are my 2 legs. I only have 2 legs for this game. I don't really like anyone else. LaMelo Ball looks alright if y'all want to throw in Ball for his points, but I'm just not giving that to y'all. Gonna fade the Cavs and the Bulls. Gonna fade the Lakers and the Heat. Lakers just played yesterday, and they have a lot of players questionable. Gonna fade the Clippers and the Pelicans because Kawhi is out. Darius Garland is out. I mean, Kawhi is questionable, and DeJounte Murray, yeah. So I'm just gonna fade them. I'm just gonna go straight to the Suns and the Spurs. I do think this might be a potential game. Both teams are pretty rested. I'm going to go Devin Booker here. Normally not something that I would typically gravitate towards too much. Similar players is -2, which is not too good. But 40% hit rate, which is a tad bit over 50, which is pretty solid. Spurs are dead last in having a guard pull-up shots. And Devin Booker, most of his shots come from pull-up shots, 54% of them. But just look at these past couple of games here. I cannot deny this. Even against real good defenses, right? He scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games of scoring over 27 and a half, like scoring over his line, basically. Whatever his line is. Even in tough defenses like the Celtics, where they are number 2 out of 30 having to guard the shooting guard position like Devin Booker. And he scored literally 40. You know what I'm saying? Literally, the Hornets are 4 out of 30 having to guard the position, and he scored 30. It's just, I just think in tough defenses, like, I think Booker is on this tear right now, and he can't be stopped. And the Spurs are literally 20 out of 30 having to guard the position. Let's just run the numbers. Literally 10 out of 21. When he's on the road, I think. Road? Yes, on the road. Home, he's 6 for 11. He does better. Home, he's 50%. It's 50-50. But it's just like, just look at all this green. Look at the tear he is on. I just think you just have to go Devin Booker. I'm just going to go Devin Booker and kind of just going to forget about it. Next up, second leg I like from this is Colin Gillespie. Colin Gillespie looks very good. Points look solid. Look at the average difference. 60% hit rate. 2 over the line. I'm going PRA because he likes to do everything too. It's 3-4 over the line. More people are getting ruled out. I think Bryce Sensabaugh, John Conchar. 67% hit rate. Dead last in pull-ups. 46% of his shots come from pull-ups. When he's on the road, he's 71% hit rate of having to hit over his lines. When he's home, he's 7 for 21. Tells you he's much more. That's a significant difference. Like, he plays better on the road and having to hit over his lines. Okay, the closing lines. So yeah. I like Colin Gillespie over 21.5. Next up, you gotta go Wemby. Like, if you think this is gonna be a game here, that means you just gotta go Wemby, right? Similar players, 50% hit rate, 4 for 8. Past 4 centers have hit their lines against the Suns. Joel Embiid, line was 28.5, he got 33. Bam, line was 18, he got 22. Towns, line was 22, he got 23. And Bam, line was 15, he got 29. So past 4 centers who play somewhat like Wemby has hit. So let's just kind of run the numbers here. When he plays against teams that's really good at having to guard his position, he's 10 for 21 for having to close his lines. And when he's home, 5 for 11, tab it under 50. Same thing for away. So listen, if you think this is going to be a game, which I think it might be, because Booker is on the tear here, and it doesn't matter what they throw at him. I just think that Victor's going to have to play a part here. You know what I mean? Just look at these past couple of games. Literally, against the Kings, he scored 18, but they won by 30. You know what I mean? And the Clippers, they won by 4, but at the same time, honestly, I have no idea why they haven't. He hasn't scored, but whatever. I guess he likes playing against comp, or I have no idea. Anyway, so I like Victor Wembanyama, 24.5. And last but not least, I like Dylan Harper as our 4th leg from this game. Dylan Harper looks pretty good the past couple of games. He's been pretty good at having to hit his lines. Let's say if he plays against top 10 defenses. Defenses that's top 10 at having to guard his position. He's 9 for 21, tabbing under 50. When he's home, 62%. When he's on the road, 35%. So, which means significantly better of having to hit his closing lines at home. And similar players look pretty good, 50% hit rate. They're getting 1 over the line. So, listen, I like Dylan Harper here as over 10.5. And if you guys have stayed this long, shout out to y'all. I got y'all 2 premium plays for today. First up, premium play. I'm going to go here to the Pelicans. I'm going to go to Jeremiah Fears. I like his assist over 3.5. I think this is a lock. Past similar players has 4 players have hit. Nick Clifford, Rob Dillingham, Ian Edwards, and Bone Tyland have hit it. The past 4 players have hit it. 67% hit rate, 10 out of 15. Okay? They're just getting in the line. And literally, DeJounte Murray is ruled out. So with DeJounte Murray ruled out, let's run the numbers. 57% hit rate. And because they're home, 66% hit rate. Away, he is 47%, which means he's significantly going to get it better at home to close his lines without DeJounte Murray. So I like 3.5. It's I think it's fairly low. He is a scorer, but I think he looks to pass the ball too. And he knows he's stepping up into that point guard spot without DeJounte Murray, so he's going to be looking to facilitate the ball. And the past 4 players have hit it, so come on now. All right? So I like Jeremiah Fears' assist over 3.5, aka 4, as 1 premium play. The other premium play is a little skeptical. You guys don't have to touch it, but I'm going to touch it. Will Riley, over 14.5. The past couple of games, he's been very well. Similar players is tabbing under 50, 47%. They're just getting that. Past 3 players have not hit it, but I do like Will Riley. Just look, the past couple of games, he's been playing a lot of minutes. 37 minutes, 39 minutes, 29, 33, 40, 25. So with all those minutes, you're going to get a lot of volume, man. You know what I mean? So literally, with those shots, he's throwing up 13 shots. He's 7 for 13, 6 for 13. Didn't do so well because the Celtics are pretty good on defense. Magic are pretty good on defense and they're slow paced. But literally, the pace here is, 19. So it is somewhat mid. However, let's just throw the minutes in there because I know he hasn't been playing much minutes. Let's just say he plays 25 minutes. Already off rip, he's 76% of having to hit his closing lines. Now, if you throw in home, 80%. If you throw in away, 66%. So he's a lot better having to hit his closing lines at home, basically. 14.5, and Sarr might be ruled out. He's questionable. Trey Young is ruled out. Keyshawn George, Bilal Coulibaly, Leaky Black. Literally, all these players are ruled out, and the scoring has to come from somewhere. So I just kind of like Will Riley. He's been playing a boatload of minutes. And he just played against the Pistons as well, too. He scored literally 21, and he scored 20 back in February. So I like Will Riley as our second premium play of the day. Again, appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in. 2 premium plays, 3 same game parlays, basically AKA 10 legs. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. We are on the road to 500. And without further ado, we just got a sub at 401. So if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all check out our other videos. Listen, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It makes a huge difference. I think not too long ago, man, we was at like damn near maybe 10-15 subs like at the start of January. So that tells me that y'all are really rocking with us, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man, and staying and supporting and showing y'all love. Without further ado, I appreciate every single one of y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.